So I'm just gathering some materials to repot a few houseplants I've been meaning to give new homes to, while also giving a home to this card that my sister gave me for my birthday. It's a plant, I guess, in a card. Part of the reason behind making this video is to share my heart behind why I created this channel and what I hope you'll see here. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Now, if you don't know who I am, I'm Katelyn. Welcome here. I'm a wife and mom to a boy and a girl. I love being intentionally creative, and what I mean by that is creating with a clear purpose in mind. Creating in ways that feel good to me while also serving a clear purpose. Making something that is useful, making changes to our home that solve a problem, and improving functionality while keeping beauty in mind. I have a snake plant here that I'm going to split between these two pots, and then a card that I got from my sister. One of the cool things about this card is I guess you just plant it, water it, and something will grow. So I'm just going to take the time to read it one last time before it grows into something beautiful. I'm excited to see what it is. The real heart behind KMD Creates has always been my creative outlet. Started out as my permission slip to just try things out. I needed something that would allow me to just try things. I'd forgotten how to be okay with being bad at something. I forgot what it was like to say, I don't know how to do that. I needed to take a baby step. I started by sharing DIY projects on Instagram. My husband and I had been living in our first home for a few months, and I was inspired to make some cosmetic changes, like painting our kitchen cabinets, replacing our laundry room floor, which then gave me the confidence to replace our whole first floor flooring. I decided to make one of my dreams come true by starting a blog, the true digital home for my creative projects. You can find the link in the description below. I started this channel as an extension of my blog and Instagram as a way to share how I create in my everyday life. It usually ends up being during nap time. I have no idea what I'm doing face. Something I will always aim to do here is to never claim that I know exactly what I'm doing, because most of the time it's something that I've done for the very first time or I have probably limited experience with. But here's the thing, I'm not afraid to try something new now because I gave myself the space to mess up, to try things, to not beat myself up if it doesn't turn out perfect. And you don't have to either. You are allowed to fail. And it doesn't have to be big failures. It can be small, tiny failures so that you learn how to fail. Make sure you are actually going out there and trying versus just watching, because I did that for a very long time, and watching is totally different than actually doing. So if you want to do something, go do it. Stop saying that I will do that someday. Someday I will get to that. Someday I will try this new hobby. Someday. Someday never comes. Make today your someday. I hope to inspire you to start creating in the pockets of your day, finding the time to make your hobby a priority. Through all the things that I try on my channel here, with whole home declutters, designing my home in simple, attainable ways, sewing and quilting projects, sharing tutorials on how to build out your own wardrobe with the things that you can make. I mean, I just made a linen skirt that you can watch that whole process. And really through the love of creating, for the sake of creating. I want you to be able to create for yourself. Not for anyone else, not because you have to. I want you to free yourself from the pressure to stay up with all the Instagram influencers. If you look at my channel, I'm trying to create in a way that is sustainable to me and my lifestyle. And really, it's just me creating projects that serve a purpose for me and my family, and something that you might find interesting. Hopefully inspire you to create for your own self in ways that feel good for you, because that's what I'm doing here. If any of this resonates with you, I hope you follow along and share it with your friends. Let's give these babies some water. Let's give them their new homes. Hopefully you learned a little bit more about me, and if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel, like this video, turn on the notifications, and I will see you in the next one. Bye! I'm realizing probably didn't need this big of a bag of potting soil, but mission.